sometimes it takes a few minutes to like start. I've noticed lately.
Oh yeah.
So I try to just like give it a few seconds. Count to 5 or count to 10 maybe. I don't know. I look how much taller than. Oh, it's because I'm sitting on cushions. Hi guys. So I am finally back here with Taz. It's been a very long time since we've been able to do a video together.
It's been like 3 months.
Have you been counting?
Well, because our last live was in January, late January.
Really? I honestly don't know off the top of my head. I would, because for me to like know that, I usually have to go back on my channel and like scroll and really check, which I haven't done yet. This is very impromptu, very kind of like last minute, but we're here. I'm back here in the kitchen. I did a video from here earlier today, and now I'm doing another one with Taz, finally. So it is just after 11, and now we're here live. It's a very slow night. I've noticed here at the club we've been having a lot of slow Wednesdays lately. So at least we're able to come on and do a video. So yeah. Anything new in your world that you want to share with people since they've last seen you on here? It's definitely been a while. You're saying 3 months, so I'll just
3 months. It's January. Well, in these past 3 months, what have I done that's so exciting?
Have you had pageants since then?
I did the Miss New England pageant, and I did not win anything big, but I placed like my age group, so that's still pretty good. And overall, it was fun. Pageants are always fun. That pageant was held in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Miss New England, so I don't know. It was a road trip. I always make fun of the road trip, and I always have a good time. Every time I do pageants, I make it like a whole trip.
Yeah. Who do you go with? Like your family?
Oh, I went by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my family's not really, they don't know anything about, like, I don't know, they're not really big into traveling, so they don't go with me.
Oh.
But I like some of the pictures, I tell them all about it.
Oh.
Yeah, but they don't really come with me. I mean, obviously my mom brought me to pageants when I was little, but these days they don't really like to go that far out of their way. So
Yeah. I'd be scared to go by myself.
So it's always been something, as an adult, it's always been something that I do by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
You're like a real adult.
Yeah. I'd hope so at my age.
So I'm actually not this much taller than Taz. We're almost the same height, but I am sitting on 2 cushions right now, and she's not sitting on any cushions.
Yeah, that's why I look like a little munchkin.
Yeah.
But as far as that,
Do you want one of the cushions? Because I'm sitting on 2 cushions, so you can have one of them if you want.
I wouldn't mind sitting on a cushion. Yeah.
Just don't. She's wearing little tiny bottoms.
My outfit's a little inappropriate. So.
I feel bad. You're like, no cushion. I have 2 cushions, you have none.
That's why I'm wearing my
We'll try to
fur
make
jacket to be conservative, so Tinka doesn't get banned.
Oh my god.
And this video doesn't get shadow banned or age restricted.
Shadow banned is such a weird concept to me. It like really freaks me out. I just kind of assume that I'm shadow banned because of like, I don't know, just because. But
maybe because of your username.
There's
or your
that.
channel name, maybe.
Yeah, like being in the adult industry.
I mean, it's pretty clear that like your channel is for adults.
Well, I don't want to say just adults, but I guess it does talk a lot about the adult industry. So there is that. But
if I were a teenage girl, I'd look up to you.
Really?
I would. And I'd definitely look up to myself.
I mean,
I think my younger self would definitely look up to me.
I would like to.
I've always thought that like if thinking about me at 16 or maybe younger than that, like 10-year-old me or maybe even younger, definitely seeing me now would just freak out.
Like, oh my gosh, she's so glamorous.
Like,
look at all the fun clothes I'm gonna get to have later when I'm older. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, I have big boobs. I have that car. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like younger me would look up to present time me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am wearing the ankle cuffs that you gave me, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was so funny.
Again.
I remember that day I was cleaning out my old locker, the one that I've had since I started working here back then, and I found one, and I handed it to you, and then later I found the other one, and I threw it from the balcony onto the stage, and it landed like right behind you. You didn't see it till you're getting off.
Yeah, but when I did see it, it's like one of the best moments of my life.
You probably
Okay.
thought that I just placed it there, but no, I whipped it from the balcony.
All I knew is that it was there, and that made me very happy. And I'm so excited I can finally wear them because we're finally getting warmer weather. So that was back when it was still cold out. So I was
Yeah.
like, crap, I have to wait to wear these because I was like still wearing my socks and my like ankle boots on stage, whereas now it's like warmer, so I'm just not wearing any socks finally, which finally. So yes, anything else new that you want to share with people
Well-
since January?
Well, I started dating my crush, so.
Somebody that works here at the club. Oh, it's 11:11. Yes. Anything you want to say about that?
It's been wonderful.
So you initiated all of that pretty much. Like you just went for it. You
did.
liked him and you went for it.
Oh,
and it
you were
worked out.
there for it. You saw me, like, oh my god, should I give him my number now? Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you were like, Taz, don't touch his stuff. And I was like, well, what else am I gonna do?
She went back in the closet where his stuff is, you guys, and she like put a little note with her number like in his backpack or
Mhm.
like yeah. Which I was like, oh my gosh, that's very very bold. But I mean, you being you, I would want to think he would probably just really excited about it.
And-
Like
He found it when you and I were chatting on the couch right here. And I was talking to you, and then he texted my phone, and I was like, oh.
yeah.
He was like, hey, who's this? And I was like, but everything went perfect.
They have the same birthday, by the way, which is kind of like maybe it's just like destiny or like written in the stars.
I think so.
Can I say your birthday?
Yeah.
May 25th, which
Coming up.
which I think is really cool because I like the number 5. And so for May 25th, it's like 525, just like the numbers sound good to me.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. It's like, I always thought it was like
That was
perfect.
him blowing his nose in the background. But forget about that part. So the dishwasher has finally stopped apparently. It was going nonstop earlier.
Oh,
I don't know if you were here for that, but
The beeping?
well, no, the beeping is now that it's like, well, almost fixed, not fully fixed. But before you got here earlier, it was just like the cycle was not stopping.
Oh.
Like Missy had it running for like 30 minutes, or like it just wouldn't stop until she manually like lifted the lever.
yeah.
And I was doing a video with that, like, guys, I don't know why the dishwasher won't stop, but
Oh.
I thought it was kind of funny. I was getting a kick out of it. So, okay, we have been talking about when Taz has come on here before. We did a few interviews with her, and after that, we were talking about her maybe asking me some questions. So that was from a private dressing room, whereas right now we're in a public space, like the public kitchen out back. So, but despite the public area that we're in, are there any questions that you were thinking of asking me when we did get around to our actual interview?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we left off where I was supposed to interview you. Okay, let me think of some of my big questions I had.
If you can't think of any yet, that's
I'm
fine.
gonna start with something basic.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were, like, okay, if you were an animal, what animal would you be? But not based on like what animal you think is coolest. Like based on what animal you think is like aligned with you.
Well, I would want to fly definitely right away. Like
Yeah.
that's what comes to mind. But I probably wouldn't want to be like a tiny little bird, just because I feel like, I don't know. I don't think I would want to be like super small like that. Like
Would you be like an osprey?
I don't know what that is.
They're like big birds.
Maybe like a hawk, because I'd
Yeah.
want to be like more of a predator rather than like
Okay, so you
something easily like, I don't know.
that is
like,
what an osprey is.
really.
Or would you want to be an ostrich?
I would not want to be an ostrich.
Oh, that's like the biggest bird. So.
No, because ostriches can't fly.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They're like too big to fly.
At
So
least they're
I would,
big.
I just would really want to fly, but yeah, like not like a tiny little bird or not anything super big. Or like maybe back in prehistoric times, to like be a dinosaur, like the pterodactyls.
Oh yeah.
But I'm assuming that we're talking about like modern times, so yeah, probably like a hawk or I don't know. But then again, honestly, I don't feel like a hawk is really aligned with my personality because like I'm not that predatory. I'm not that like squawky. I'd like to think like like I feel like they like screech and squawk and like But I do know I'd want to fly, so there's that.
Yeah.
Something that flies, but not an insect either. I wouldn't want to be super small, but not that small.
I have questions that I want to ask you on here, but I feel like you've probably already covered that in your other videos for your followers. But I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to repeat them, because
I repeat myself all the time.
Yeah, and like you're always gonna get new followers that don't know those things. So I wanted to kind of ask you the same questions that you asked me in our interview. So
I should have gotten my list out of my bag.
that's okay.
You can hold the camera if you want. I can try to get it out of my bag,
Okay, yeah.
but
All right.
just careful what you show. Like, make sure you don't show anything too graphic.
I'm only gonna show my forehead.
Oh my gosh.
I'm only gonna show like the top of my head.
I might really have to dig for these. I hope I can find these like somewhat quickly. My notes just keep piling up at this point to where I really just...
I'm showing
Oh no, don't show my feet. My feet are bad right now.
Showing my shoes. My toenails are hot pink right now.
I did bring in nail polish to paint my toes because I hadn't in so long, but it's in my locker right now.
And this is the kitchen. Hey.
You can show like the envelope quickly. Like that's how old and bad. That's how bad my notes are from in the back of my bag.
This is my Gucci purse. I carry only the essentials. I'm always drinking tea.
Just show the envelope again because look how bad that is. Like, it's just so. That was in the very back of my bag. Like, it's not even an envelope anymore, really.
I'm taking some thumbnail shots.
I had something I wanted to ask you about again.
Okay.
Last time we talked, you said that the Tooth Fairy left you $20 when you were a kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
$20, girl?
sometimes, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A few times.
I would get like 5 cents.
5 cents.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think you should at least get $1.
Okay, well maybe I did, like, somewhat close to that, but nothing like $20.
I would get like when my teeth. I loved losing my teeth because I'd do the pillow thing and yeah, my parents would give me like a $20 bill and then the next day they'd take me to the mall and I'd spend it at Claire's.
Oh,
I still shop at Claire's. I love Claire's.
Yeah, I miss Claire's. Oh gosh, I actually found them, I think.
You found them. I'm always drinking tea at work. There's my phone.
Well, that's one of the pages, yeah.
There's my matcha. Okay. I have the list now. We can set this back up.
Okay.
How many people are watching?
I actually have the rubber band covering that because
Yeah.
seeing it makes me kind of anxious.
Oh my gosh. These are some good ass questions.
Do you remember any of them? Do they sound familiar?
I don't think some of these I don't think you asked me. But some of them you definitely
Most
did.
of them I would have asked you, yeah.
Okay. All right. Tinka, what was your first job?
Housekeeping. Well,
Oh.
actually, I don't know if that counts because I only did it like one shift.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that counts.
it didn't
You did it.
last. I did it like 1 or 2 shifts and then I couldn't deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
And I just like stopped doing it. But... So technically that was my first.
All right. I had to do my lip gloss. All right. All right. Tinka, did you do any sports growing up?
I did, well, according to what my mom tells me, I did ballet And
Oh, yeah,
tap
so did
dance.
I.
Tap dance. I don't know if that really counts as sports, but when
It
I
does.
was, that's when I was like pretty much a toddler, like maybe 3 or 4 years. I was very young to where I can hardly remember that.
Yeah.
And according to what my mom tells me, I would refuse to cooperate and refuse to actually dance with the class unless
I did the same shit.
Really?
Yeah. And they actually took me out of the recital. But that was when I was like really little.
You were that naughty?
Yeah.
I guess I would only cooperate if the teacher let me wear her red lipstick.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And then I played soccer like very, very young when I was actually like in school at that point. I don't remember that very much. I mainly remember playing basketball in junior high or like middle school because at that point I was like wearing my glasses and my glasses would like fall off onto the gymnasium floor like in the middle of a game, like an actual game
Oh yeah.
where we were like competing against other schools and like the ball would like hit me in the face and my glasses would like fall off. Well, luckily they didn't break though, so that was good. But yeah, they did fall off in the middle of the games. Which is weird because I go upside down in the pole here at the club and they don't fall off. I guess they're just like in the middle of like in the midst of the wigs and just like pretty tight on my head. My fat head holds them up these days. I guess I had a smaller head back then, and also I obviously wasn't wearing wigs like that young.
Oh yeah. Did you tell your followers that our lady DJ got fired?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sad about that. We don't even have a DJ.
Well, at
we
least
have one DJ.
At least we have like, I call him Pistachio, but at least we have like a human in the DJ booth. tonight.
Pistachio? That's what you call?
He just always has reminded me of
Pistachio.
Pistachio. Yeah, just like something about him just reminds me of Pistachio.
I can see that.
But okay, so you were here last Wednesday, right?
Oh
Was
yeah,
there-
I was here last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday there was just straight up nobody in the DJ booth. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah, that was kind of how it was 2 nights ago because, well, I mean there was someone, but they kept like leaving.
yeah,
Yeah.
like not on the microphone basically.
yeah, just using the AI thing.
Yeah. Whereas tonight, like, well, Pistachio is really the only floor host that I've seen that actually goes on the mic.
Yeah.
Which I don't really have a preference either way. I just remember like last Wednesday it was like all for the entire night shift. There was like nobody on the microphone, and it was the AI like for that entire shift. So that felt a little strange. But
Yeah, it is strange.
I wasn't super mad about it. I mean, I don't mind the AI DJ. It was just I will say I do miss Nicole. Her name was Nicole, the female DJ.
Yeah.
I miss her a lot. Yeah, she was a good DJ.
She was, well, I mean, she was a lot better than what we had before her.
Did you see? I'm not gonna say his full name, but did you see
Yeah, I did.
Tuck tonight?
Yeah, for briefly, unfortunately.
He wasn't here very long. I think he was mad because he doesn't like me, that DJ that used to work here, and he was here tonight, and he was at this table with 2 other people, and I don't think the people he was with knew who I was or that he used to work with me and didn't like me because when I went up to the table, one of them just like threw dollars at me. And then he noticed and he kind of like looked over and kind of was like,
Was he like,
kind of, yeah, like when he gets that kind of attitude. So then I just like picked them up off the floor and walked away, but
I wonder if the person that did that to spite him.
well, I want to think they would be friends if they're here together.
Yeah, I know, but like they might have done it to like bother him for fun.
Yeah.
Or maybe they genuinely didn't know about any of that and about him not liking you, and they just wanted to give you money, and then he was just like, oh.
Possibly, yeah. I was surprised. I mean, I definitely wasn't ready for it. And, well, he did that before I noticed the DJ guy, like, who it was.
Yeah.
So, like, they just threw the money, like, unexpectedly, and I was, like, kind of taken aback, like, whoa. And then I looked over to my right and noticed that it's the DJ guy, or the old DJ, that was sitting at the table with them, and I was like, interesting. So then I basically just picked up the dollars off the floor as quickly as I could and just hightailed it out of there, or out of that general area, basically, yeah. So, that was that. Not too exciting, but I did get some money.
Yeah, at least there's that. I mean, whenever, I mean, like, I'm cool with him, but usually whenever he comes in, he brings, like, friends.
I have noticed that. Not always, but I've noticed that a few times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see that he has friends.
So he's got, like, a crew.
Yeah. Which is like all people that I've never really seen before. Usually,
He has one friend that will throw a lot of money. So I'm like, I tell him like, bring that one more often.
Yeah.
Like, don't bring the losers in. All right, next question. Have you ever been on a dating app?
No.
Me either.
But I keep thinking about it more and more lately because
I just don't think they're good because, like, I don't know, like, I never understood them.
yeah, stuff like that freaks me out. Like anything online, I really
It should freak you out.
yeah. Which one did you go on?
Well, I never really understood them, so I never used it, really.
Like ever at all?
Well, so I never, like, I had a Tinder account for, like, 30 minutes.
I feel like a Tinder account I would kind of just not want to take seriously and like mess around with. Or
Yeah.
actually, you know what Paris and I were talking about doing? I've mentioned this before. We were talking, this was a while ago. We never actually got around to it. Not yet anyways, but, and yes, this was my idea.
Yeah.
But I was like, Paris, you should make an account for me, and then I was gonna make one for her. So we were basically gonna like pretend to be each other to kind of take some of like the scariness out of it. Like,
Yeah.
because then it wouldn't actually be me as me on the site. It would be just me pretending to be her and vice versa. But I guess so far it's just one of those things where it was like an idea floating around that we haven't actually put into practice yet. But, because, well, you know, I don't see Paris that much here.
Yeah, you're right.
I wish I saw her more often, because if I did, I feel like I want to think that maybe we would have had more of a chance to actually do that, like, you know,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, Paris only comes, like, 3 times a week, if that.
Yeah.
Well, she must have, like, a day job.
If I saw her more often, that's something that I would actually want to do, though. Because I wouldn't want to do the dating site really, like, I think about it more, but I still am apprehensive enough to where I don't really, like, want to do it, like, as myself. But I would want to do it as somebody else, like her.
Want some?
I think that could be fun.
That would be fun, though.
And take some of the pressure off, you know, because, yeah, especially a site like Tinder, I feel like, just from what I have heard about it, I feel like I wouldn't want to have to take it too seriously. I'd kind of just want to have fun with it
Yeah.
and kind of mess around, you know, like maybe mess with people a little bit, like not too bad.
It was
Not
back
like
in-
catfish or anything, like not real catfish, but maybe like a version of that.
It was like
Or-
back in 2020, I made a Tinder account and deleted it in like half an hour.
Half an hour.
Yeah, so I made it, put like my pictures and everything, and then I checked it about half an hour later, and it was just blown up, and
Of course.
it was, and I was just like, fuck this, I don't even want to, I was like, I don't even want to talk to any of these people, so I just deleted it.
Did you have like? But did you have time to go through?
I did, I
some
just
of
scrolled
them?
through, and I was like, nah,
None
I
of
was
them
like-
looked like candidates at all.
no, I just don't want to, I never wanted to meet someone that way. So
Yeah.
I was like, no, this isn't for me, and I deleted it. That was back in 2020, and I've never touched a dating app since.
I'm assuming this was the part of 2020 where the club was closed.
It was.
I would have wanted to keep it at least longer than half an hour just to like get some kind of entertainment like going or something.
I felt annoyance more than entertained.
Really?
Yeah, I just felt like it was an annoying thing. I was like, I'm deleting this.
Well, I mean, the world was basically ending. That was like the apocalypse almost, pretty much. So it felt like
Yeah,
to me
right?
anyway. I might do it. I might do it one of these days. I don't know.
What are you most afraid of?
I could never pick one thing because honestly, I'm afraid of everything. It's more like, what am I not afraid of? I mean, I'm literally afraid of like practically everything. I'm a huge pansy, a huge scaredy cat.
I get anxiety. I don't think there's a lot of things that really, really scare me. Like, there's not anything that really, like, that I think about, like, all the time, and I'm like, oh no, but certain things will give me anxiety. Because I feel like the things that I'm scared of the most are not even likely to happen. So,
Like what?
like, being murdered.
Oh God.
I don't know.
I can't even think about stuff like that. I don't even. Just the word. It's such an intense word. Who?
He said Taz.
Did you tell them you're on break?
No, I didn't.
Cuz,
She's not here.
you're up.
Are there
They're people. There's actually people. Like the girls have actually been getting tipped in money.
It was
That's what
very
comes from.
lovely. I missed you guys.
Come back on again soon?
I will. Alright, I have to go do my duties.
Duty.
Thanks for coming on again, Taz. People miss you. I'll watch your drinks. That's kind of a weird note to end this on. Why did she have to say that word? The M word? I feel like that's like saying, for anyone that's familiar with Harry Potter, I feel like that's like saying Voldemort. Like, I can't even hear the word. Like, where are my earmuffs? Actually, my earmuffs are right here in my bag, like they always are lately. Let's see. Oh, come here, you. Or use plural. Are earmuffs plural or singular? When I hear that word, I'm like, no, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to. I shouldn't have asked her to elaborate. Like, please don't elaborate. I don't want to hear about that. I don't even want to hear the word. Please no. Anyone that's watched me even like more than one time on here would probably be well aware that I am terrified of everything. Very, very scared of like everything, yeah. So yeah, you guys, in case you couldn't tell, us doing that little, whatever that was, whatever you want to call it, that was very impromptu. Her idea, by the way. So, cause yeah, sometimes when we're both on shift together, I'll see Taz back here, and every now and then she'll mention it, this kind of thing. But you guys are gonna hear the dishwasher beep. So the dishwasher's back to doing what it used to do. Like, it's not running non-stop now like it was earlier tonight when I did my first video for tonight earlier. It's gonna do the beep that I was talking about somewhat recently. You guys are gonna hear like more in person because I've had the beep in a recent video, but that was from behind a door. I was in a private dressing room when it did it that time. So there was a big, thick, heavy door between the beep and my phone camera, like my phone, basically. Whereas now the dishwasher is right there, so. That's not the normal kind of beep that it's supposed to do. I guess, yeah, apparently it's because it's running low on dish soap is why it's sounding like that now. But oh my gosh, I'm glad I put these on. Not that these actually don't cover my ears, I'm noticing. My ears are here. My ears are here. And the earmuffs are up here. So, what? I don't care though, I don't mind it. I'm gonna love my earmuffs no matter what. I love these so much that I literally have been keeping them on my bag for a while now, and I plan on continuing to do so all throughout summer. Obviously, I'm not actually gonna wear them for summer, but they're still gonna be on my person at all times. They're still gonna be right here on my bag like they have been, so yeah, because I love them that much. They're that dear to me that I just want them to be that near to me as well. So yeah. yes, Kaz and I had been talking about like her coming back on for a while, but so occasionally the club's been picking back up lately to where it's been like, you know, a little busier finally. So we haven't really had the time. And then tonight is especially slow and especially dead here at the club. So she was just like mentioning to me back here like, oh, you know, like maybe I'll come on again, or I was like, all right. It's that kind of night, you know what I mean? It's those kind of vibes, it feels like. But yeah, not really like time to plan or prepare, that kind of thing. So, but at least we got to do it, like just a quick little thing for now. You know, me coming on and streaming, it does seem to put a little pep in my step and give me a little bit of like, I don't know, I feel more energized when I stream, I've noticed. Because yeah, like normally when I'm not on camera or not on stage, I am just so exhausted, like behind the scenes or like otherwise. Whereas when I'm on stage or on camera, I feel like I kind of come to life, if that makes sense. And like I have a reason to try to fake it a little more, like try a little harder. I guess it does feel like faking it to a point, but not even that much a lot of times. Sometimes more than other times. A lot of times it actually feels like it comes pretty naturally to me, to where it almost feels more real than other stuff, if that makes sense. Like maybe that really is the real me, or like maybe this really is the real me, like when I'm on camera and when I'm on stage. And then behind the scenes, it's just like, I'm like dormant, you know what I mean? Or I'm just like, I feel kind of like dead inside. And then I feel like I'm brought to life when I have a reason to like perform for the people, or try to, you know, like, yeah, more of a reason to just try and smile for the camera and that kind of thing. Anyway, it is about to be midnight, but technically it's 11:37. So technically it's still Wednesday. So I guess this would count as my second video for today. And I'm pretty sure I did 2 videos my last shift that I did too, right? Was that Monday night? I think I did 2 videos. So yeah, I'm getting in some more practice, I guess, here at the club with this. And hopefully at some point soon, like going into the future, maybe I can try to get other people here at the club to come on as well. You know, like get over my shyness a little bit with that and just try it out, see what they say. You know, obviously if they don't want to come on, big deal, but I can at least try to like push myself to take that step to at least ask, you know what I mean? Just, you know, why not? See how it goes and experiment a little bit, try things out so that maybe you guys could get to meet some of the other people here at the club that I've, you know, either known for a little while, I've been working with for a little while, or some of them are actually new to me too, you know what I mean? Like some of the people that I see and that I meet here, I'm kind of just seeing and meeting pretty recently, or like somebody even just came into the background of a video that I was doing. I think it was one of the ones that I did possibly Monday night, or definitely very recently. There was like an adult film star that had come into the private dressing room, like poked her head in a little bit, and you know, she's really hot and she seemed nice. That was kind of exciting for me. So like, yeah, looking back now, I'm kind of thinking like, gee, maybe I should have asked her to come on, you know? And that sort of similar kind of thing has been happening kind of a lot lately. It feels like, to where I'm like, you know, trying to consider this like a little more and more as it continues to like kind of almost be a thing, to where maybe like, yeah, maybe it actually could become more of a thing as I go on and into the future here at the club. Especially now that we're getting into spring and summer. I feel like spring and summer just has that kind of vibe, you know, where like things are actually going on, like new people will probably be traveling here to the club, like, you know, so I'll probably be meeting more new people and new dancers probably, and just new employees. Well, this club seems to get a lot of new employees, just in general. Like, it has a high turnover. It seems like a pretty high turnover. So, you know, with that, there's obviously a lot of new people that come here as far as employees as well, that I get to meet, and maybe with some of my videos, you guys could meet them too sometime. So yeah, gosh, I love these earmuffs. I have many pairs of earmuffs, but these are definitely my favorite ones, and that's why these ones I do keep on the side of my bag at all times. I've mentioned not to go back to like kind of a morbid kind of topic again, but I've actually mentioned that when I do die, I actually want these on me, on my person. Like, I I don't like to think about this honestly, but I don't even know if I would want to be buried or not. Like, okay, you know what I've said before, and I'll say it again because I actually like to say this. I don't like to fully think about it, but this part in particular, I do actually kind of like to think about and talk about. Well, not talk about, but like maybe mention from time to time. When I do die, I think that I would want just my head like shot out of a cannon, basically, over the ocean, with these on my head. But I don't know. I mean, that might be a little bit extreme. I don't care what happens with the rest of me, but I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't like to think about that. This is what I care about the most, is the earmuffs. So, if I were to be buried, again, I don't know if I would want that to ever be a thing, but, like when I do die someday. But if I were to be buried, okay, let's just say if that were to happen, this is what I would want for my outfit. I would just want these. And then, again, the rest of what I am wearing or not wearing, I really don't care about very much. It's just these that I'm concerned about. Like, this is what I care about the most, is these. So, I love these earmuffs so much. But enough of that. I don't like to think about that overall. Just that one little, like, detail, again, I kind of like to maybe think about and mention because it makes me laugh, because it's just so ridiculous and so silly, obviously. But the overall, like, topic of that, like, dying, I don't like to think about, obviously. Like, who does? I sure don't. Oh, and that M word too. Oh god, I don't even want to go back there. It's just such a serious, like, terrible sounding word. The English language, like, is just wild to me. Oh gosh. But, yeah. I could never learn or speak another language, I don't think, because that's just not something that I've ever been able to do. I have a hard enough time with the English language as it is, you know what I mean? And yeah, the English language is really, like, just crazy and bizarre to me. Like, I've heard other people say that too, though. Like, I've heard other people say that the English language in particular can be a really difficult language to try to learn. I guess unless you're just, like, born, like, around it and, like, as your first language, like I was. But yeah, for me, the English language would probably be my first and only language, because, again, it just doesn't really click in my brain to try to learn other languages. I mean, I tried in high school, and that's probably the only time that I would try to learn another one. I just never really got the hang of it. Kind of like math, you know, like algebra and geometry, like something about the way my brain is wired, I'm just not really able to learn that kind of stuff, it seems like. Or, yeah, to where now it's like I don't even really want to try anymore. Like, now that I'm an adult and I'm no longer in school and I don't have to, like, try to learn that stuff or, like, take classes like that, I'm like, well, no, never again, you know what I mean? Like, I just never want to try to have to bother with that kind of stuff again, if I don't have to, you know, which apparently I don't have to right now, or haven't had to for a while since I've been out of school. Since I dropped out of school, actually, to be more specific. But, and now here I am, at the strip club. talking to myself on a camera on my phone that is hanging out of my backpack, my big, very heavy backpack like that usually has these earmuffs hanging off the side, along with my keys and hair clips and many, many other things. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now. It is quarter to midnight and about to be Thursday. I think I was saying in the video that I did before this one earlier tonight, it is apparently supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So with that, I mean, I normally take Thursdays off anyways a lot lately, but especially with that, if that's really gonna be how the weather is tomorrow, I will probably be taking tomorrow off and I probably won't go out at all tomorrow. But I have, as of lately, I've been trying to go out on Friday. So, and I think we are supposed to have a pretty nice sunny day here where I am this Friday. So I'm hoping, what I would like to try to do, I'd like to try to come out Friday and try to touch base and do a video with you guys on Friday. So hopefully I will be able to make that happen. And until then, I hope you guys are well and thanks for watching. And I'm gonna peace out for now. I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Bye for now, guys. Good night.